Hello, how's it going? I'm Giles Peterson. The year is 2018 and I'm still here at Brownswood in North London. I just looking down and there's an old DAT. Do you remember the DATs? DATs? It's funny because I haven't got a machine to play it back on, so I don't know what this looks like, but there's a picture. It says Gold Tokyo, and the year's 91. Japan, 91. Isn't that weird that that's here? And Gold Tokyo, Osaka, hotel view, waiting for a cab. It's funny because that was one of the early days that I was in Tokyo, and that was the time that I was probably hanging out and DJing with TOSHIO in United Future Organisation, with whom I've had a love affair, a musical love affair for many years. 91, nearly 30 years now. It's amazing. It's longer than a marriage and it's still here. We're still kind of married. It's great, isn't it? No sign of divorce. In fact, we've renewed our vows a little bit, which is what happens when you really want to kind of boost your love affair, and that is basically being done by making another record with TOSHIO MATSUURA Group, because I released the first Brownswood records, or I released the first UFO records on Brownswood Records, which was the original name for Brownswood Records, and then when we stopped releasing the records, I kept the name for myself. So Brownswood Records continues, so it's a full circle for TOSHIO now, because his new release is on the label, and it's a fantastic record. I remember UFO coming to London and making records in London. Not all their records, but they made some recordings in London. I think that London's always been an important influence for TOSHIO and for the scene. But as much as Japan's been an influence for us, so there's been a really good sort of exchange, creative exchange. And so for this new record, I think it was natural, and it was TOSHIO's idea, of course, to come to London and to record with a lot of the new musicians that are causing a lot of buzz at the moment. As you know, it's incredible. In the last sort of year and a half, there's just been this amazing resurgence or new surge of musicians with jazz very much part of their sound. Whether it's Nubia Garcia, whether it's Joe Armon-Jones or Moses Boyd or the Sons of Kemet or the Comet is Coming or Maisha. There's just so many groups that are kicking off right now. It's a really brilliant time, and TOSHIO's noticed that because he notices things like that, because he's an amazing tastemaker and curator of sound. And he wanted to come here and record with this sort of energy, so he came over last summer 2017 and spent some time here and recorded with Dan from The Comet is Coming and Tom Skinner, who's a legend, who's obviously the drummer with Sons of Kemet. He's also the man behind his own group, Hello Skinny, one of the most respected drummers in town, and a great sort of slightly older, wiser head for this new scene. And so it was great to see them all working together, basically, and making a record which was based on TOSHIO's kind of record collection, club jazz records, and giving them a new kind of review, give them a new lick of paint, new paint on an old canvas. And it feels like the right time to do that, so getting people like Yusef Days on drums, getting people like Yaz Ahmed on trumpet, who's amazing. Oh, and he's even got Daime Alusin out on the album, because she was touring and she was in London for a day, and TOSHIO wanted to do a version of Black Gold of the Sun. And so I think that the first part of the song, because it's a song in two parts really, well, it was certainly made that way with the Four Hero remix, but he kind of took the sort of original Phil Upchurch type of, for the beginning bit, who I think he wrote that song, but it was certainly first released on his album as an instrumental. And then he wanted to kind of, rather than go drum and bass like the Four Hero remix, he wanted to go Latin, his way, because there's always been a really solid salsa timba vibe in in Japan. You've loved it. You love all music, Brazilian, Cuban, and so he said to Daime, "Can you do the second part?" And so we've got an amazing new version of Black Gold of the Sun. Whew, it's a wrap, man. What a great album. Toshio, you're an inspiration. I love all your radio shows. I love your selections. I always enjoy touring with you, and I look forward to seeing this one go live. Maybe we can see something in the autumn 2018. I can feel something happening in Japan. I can just, I think I can feel something. Oh, it's on Brownswood, man. It's on Brownswood. We out here.